Hi, welcome back. I hope that you're doing well. Today I'm going to do a basic foundation routine. And this is a foundation routine that I would do if I was going out someplace or I really wanted my foundation to last a long time and to look very nice. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing I need to do is pull back some of my hair in my little clips. And then I always have to tuck back some too. Alright, I'm going to be taking my Real Techniques, this is the buffing brush. I always forget which one this is. This is a great foundation for putting on, this is a great brush for putting on foundations. And I'm going to be using my Studio Tech by MAC. The first thing I do is I take my Fix Plus and I spray just the top of the brush, got a little bit on my hand, and then I have already washed my face. I didn't put any moisturizer on it because my face is pretty moisturized today. I put some good moisturizer last night and it really soaked into my skin. Now if my skin were to be dry, I would use my Skin Renew and put a little bit, let it set for maybe 3 minutes and then start the process. Okay, I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to go right into the pan and I'm going to pick up some foundation, and when I'm looking this way I'm looking at the mirror there, and I'm going to start in my cheeks because, or my cheek area I should say, because that's the area of my skin that gets the reddest and also has the malar rash. I also have some over the top of my nose, some redness, and I have some on the side of my nose too that I'll take care of in a little bit too. Now, for a while, I was taking the Fix Plus and spraying it onto my skin and then putting my foundation, and I didn't like the look as well as just spraying the brush. Okay, so that is basically it. I've got it all over my face, and now we're going to go back and kind of cover up some areas that need some extra attention. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC concealer, and this is the Studio Finish Concealer. My color is NC30. I'm going to take a little bit on just one of my fingers, and I'm going to go right over here on this hyperpigmentation area, or area of hyperpigmentation, and I'm taking this brush by Real Techniques. It is called the Pointed Foundation Brush, but I find it really good to use when I want to cover up certain areas. Now I'm not going for a full sort of a mask look for my face. I want a little bit of my natural skin to show through, but I am going to be covering a little bit more of the areas that I get darkness. Now I'm taking this concealer and putting it in the outer corner of my eye because I get rather dark there too. And then I get hyperpigmentation right above my lip, and I'm just going to pat some onto there. And then each time I pat, I go back with this brush and I pat more. And then I'm going to put some around my nose where the kind of redness pops out, and just right underneath there. And then once again take this, and I'm not swiping it, I'm sort of patting it and pushing in that concealer. Now the next thing I need to conceal are the dark circles. My favorite concealer for that is the Jet Lag by Cargo. I find this to be a great concealer. It does not irritate my eyes. It does a great job. It's pretty much of a full coverage concealer, but yet it still lets your face show, your skin show through. It doesn't look masky or heavy, and it doesn't settle into my fine lines. And this is by Cargo, if I didn't say that. And I'm going to just wind that up, and I'm going to draw right onto the circle first, and then bring it down and across and make a triangle. Now I did pump out a little bit too much on that, but we'll get rid of it when we blend it in. And then sweep it across here. So it's sort of like a sloppy triangle that I'm doing. then I'm going to take my Real Techniques stippling brush, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to press that in there. And be careful that you don't get close to your eye, the eye itself, with the bristles, because it can scratch. And just push that in there. Then I'm going to go back with that little foundation brush, and I'm going to blend more. Now this time I'm sweeping a little bit of it because I'm trying to get rid of the extra that I put on by accident. But I'm really pressing very lightly onto my skin. I'm not going like this. I'm sort of going like that. If that makes any sense to you. Okay, and the next thing that you can do is you can take some of this Jet Lag, and there should be still a little bit left. Put a little bit on the brow bone, all across. Go right back with that foundation brush and go right in there and blend it in. And then I'm going to go back and pat this. And I'm going to go back around my nose. I always like to go back and check a little bit. Now the next thing I'm going to do before I spray on some Fix Plus is first I'm going to do something else, then I'm going to do the Fix Plus again. I'm going to take this F80 Kabuki and I'm going to blend this foundation in really well. I find that the F80 Kabuki, the flat top Kabuki I should say, by Sigma, works really good at blending in those foundations. For me, it doesn't necessarily work good applying the foundation I'm using, which is the Studio Tech. It's a cream foundation. It's more of a blending tool. I like the buffing tool the best to put it on. Okay, and as you can see, I blended it really well into my skin. And it's pretty much covered, but you still see my skin coming through. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set my foundation. And this is a sort of a newer process to me because I had gone a long time without using any type of powder product. I did use the, I should go back and kind of clarify that. I used the Bare Minerals for a while, the Mineral Veil, and I still find that works good. But I found another product that I had actually in my collection, took it out and used it, and I really like it much better when I'm doing my face like this. And that's a mineralized skin finish, and this is one that was part of the Wonder Woman Connect collection, and this is Pink Power. And as you can see, it has three beautiful colors. This really pretty, like kind of coral, and this is sort of like a bronzy, and this is a pink. When you swirl it together and apply it, it gives a really beautiful, healthy glow. Now to do that, I'm going to reach up here, excuse me, and I'm going to get this brush by Sigma. This is the powder blush brush, which is the F10, and this works perfect for this product. And I'm just going to swirl it in the pan. Always remember to tap off, and I'm going to just lightly put this all over my face. And I love this brush. I just wish that it didn't have the fallout that it does, but because it does such a nice job, I kind of just ignore the fallout because it's not that bad. Okay, so I put it all over my face, and then if you want, you can go back into where the bronzy color is and just go through that, tap it off, and sort of do some contouring. So I'm doing my cheeks along my jawline, and then maybe a little bit on the forehead. Okay. Now I'm going to wait just less than a minute, and the next thing that I do is I spray my MAC Fix Plus. I found this product to be really wonderful in, it doesn't set my makeup, but it does help it to last longer, and it also takes away this sort of powdery look that I have on my face right now and turns it into sort of a dewy but not too moist looking, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to spray a good amount all over, and then I'm going to let that dry. Now, if I was in a hurry, I would take my blow dryer on a very low setting and just kind of dry it, and not getting too close to my face because you don't want to burn yourself. But when this dries completely, it just gives such a pretty, just moist, dewy, but not too wet of a look, and it does really help my makeup to stay a long time. And like I said, it is not a setting spray. They do make other setting sprays by other companies, but this is actually, it just makes it last longer. And the person that I found this out by is watching Lisa D1, I believe it is. She's a person that really believes in this product. She says that she cannot live without it, and I'm finding that, you know, she's pretty right on the money when it comes to that. Just kind of put a little bit too much concealer there at first. So anyway, that's the way I do a good foundation routine when I want to look very nice and to have my foundation stay on for a long time, and maybe when I'm going out someplace special, or if just every day if I want to look, you know, really nice and I have more time. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that, and take care of yourselves. Have a great day. Bye bye.